Today's catcher is number 14, Ryan Potter. At second base, number 2, Mike O'Brien. At first base, number 5, Joe Sullivan. In right field, number 9, Matt Chambers. And in left field, number 4, Jake Wojcik. The coaches from East Boise, Brian Chambers and Mike Randall. And manager, Josh Potter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the sportsmanship code will be read by Jacob Randall from East Boise.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance, and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop spirit of cooperation and team play. Develop into real, true citizens.
Thank you, Jacob. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as Savannah Kinchin performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Savannah, for that beautiful rendition. Now let's play ball.
Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Babe Ruth Baseball on WinCam. We're coming to you live from Robert J. Newtile Field in Winchester, Massachusetts with the Cal Ripken World Series. I'm Jeremy Dunn, here to bring you Game 21 of the tournament. And this is the first tournament of the playoffs. The pool play is over, and a couple of great teams had to pack up their stuff and go home, but they fought hard to get here, and I'd like to recognize them now. There was a good team from El Dorado, Arkansas, that had to be eliminated, and also one from Gloucester, Virginia. In addition to those two, the two of the three Massachusetts teams were eliminated from advancing to the playoffs. They were from Raynham, Massachusetts, and the hometown team from Winchester, Massachusetts. But, my co-host Pete Caliguri just came into the booth just in time for the start of the game. How are you today, Pete?
Good. How you doing, Jeremy?
Oh, I'm doing great. So this kickoff game of the playoffs is going to be played between Kokomo, Indiana, and East Boise, Idaho. Pete, now that you're here, why don't you tell us the opening lineups?
Sure thing. So the visitors are the Kokomo Indianians, if you will. And here's their starting lineup. In center field, number 18, Colt Munsey. The second baseman, number 7, Brian Harding. The shortstop, number 6, Jack Perkins. The cleanup spot, the third baseman, number 3, Noah Herlock. Followed by the pitcher, number 41, Nate Hemrick. Then the catcher, number 32, Zach Kavassis. Then the first baseman, number 15, Brevin Sanford. In the 8th spot, the left fielder, number 5, David Woodbury. And the right fielder, number 11, Luke Cameron. How about the defense for East Boise?
On the mound for East Boise will be Josh the Wild Thing Vaughn, number 12, followed by, he will be throwing his pitches to the catcher, number 14, Ryan Potter. And the infield is the first baseman, Joe Sullivan, number 5, second baseman, Mike O'Brien, number 2, the shortstop, Aiden Callahan, number 1, and the third baseman, Jacob Randall, wearing 51. In the outfield, they have Jake Wojcik, wearing number 4, in left field, Thomas Viskirtis in center field, number 11, and Matt Chambers, number 9, in right field, wearing the same number as his position.
The center fielder, number 18.
So leading things off here is Colt Munsey for Kokomo, as he chops this one foul to lead things off in the playoff bracket of the Cal Ripken World Series.
Munsey's still looking for his first hit in the Cal Ripken World Series, but he has been on base and scored a run. And that one's chopped down the third baseline over towards our cameraman.
Munsey fouls this one back. And
Just got a piece of it and stayed alive there.
So it's going to be 0-2 once again to Munsey. This one inside for a ball.
So it's a 1-2 count now to the leadoff hitter, Colt Munsey.
And he swings and misses, and the first strikeout for Josh Vaughn.
So with Munsey down by way of the K, here is the second baseman, Brian Harding.
So the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock against Burlington, Massachusetts.
And Harding has been hitting pretty well in the series so far. He's 5 for 11, got a couple of doubles, a walk, and scored 4 runs.
Here's a big crack, and it's going to get through in the right field for a hit. And Harding's on first with one away.
That was just under the glove of the second baseman, Mike O'Brien. And into right field for a leadoff, or for a one-out hit for Brian Harding.
So here's Jack Perkins. Jack Perkins had a big game yesterday.
He certainly did. He hit 2 home runs. And got 3 RBIs, winning himself the Ron Tellefson Player of the Game award.
So he sees strike one, and it's 0-1. Swings out in front of that one, 0-2.
He's down in the hole here. He's going to have to battle back in this at-bat if he wants to get on base.
So here comes the 0-2 pitch from Vaughn. And there's strike 3. And there's a throw down to second, trying to get Harding. Not going to get
Ball
there
just
time.
got away from the catcher Ryan Potter there. On the third strike,
Third baseman,
allowing
number
Harding
3,
to move down to second
Noah
base.
Haylock.
So 2 strikeouts for Vaughn, and there's 2 away here in the top of the first as in steps in Noah Herlock.
Herlock's also been batting well in the Cal Ripken World Series. He's 6 for 13 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 3 runs scored.
Vaughn gets him to swing on that one, and it's 0-1.
Jack Perkins, all told in the series, is batting .500 at 6 for 12. Checks his swing there. No appeal down to the umpire. They'll just accept that he held it up.
So-
I'll go for a ball.
On to third goes Harding. So now just 60 feet away for Kokomo as their first run. This one outside and in the dirt. 2-1.
Another ball outside, and it's 3-1 to Herlock. Now Vaughn's going to have to throw a strike if he doesn't want to give Herlock a free base.
And he's going to get a strike instead. It's going to be 3-2.
Big cut from Herlock there, but couldn't get a hold of the fastball from Vaughn.
So here comes the payoff pitch from Vaughn. Gets some swinging, so 3 Ks in the inning and 3 outs for Vaughn.
The Wild Thing strikes out the side in the top of the first. We'll be back with the bottom of the inning after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, a cell phone has been turned in at the concession stand, so if you've lost your cell phone, check in at the concession stand and it should be there. It's the bottom of the first, and East Boise, Idaho is going to be coming up to bat for the first time. Leading
Why
off
don't you
East
tell us
Boise,
the
the
lineups?
pitcher, number 12, Josh Vaughn.
Pete?
So here's the starting lineup for East Boise. Josh Vaughn at number 12 playing.
And Vaughn sends the first pitch he sees into left field for a leadoff hit.
So that was just Josh Vaughn, the pitcher number 12, who leads things off here in the inning.
Center fielder,
That
Followed
makes
by
him 7 for
Thomas
15 with a
Magruder.
home run, 5 RBIs, a walk, and 4 runs scored.
In the second part of the lineup is number, now actually up, is number 11, Thomas Vizgirdis, playing.
He's 2 for 10 with a double, 4 walks, and a run scored.
Vizgirdis playing center field. Up next will be Aiden Callahan, number 1, playing shortstop, followed by in the cleanup spot, number 51, playing second base, Jacob Randall. third base, Jacob Randall. The catcher, number 14, Ryan Potter, bats fifth, followed by number 2, Mike O'Brien, playing second, Joe Sullivan, number 5, playing first, Matt Chambers, number 9, playing right field, and finishing things off is Jake Wojcik, number 4, out in left.
On the mound today for Kokomo is Nate Hemrick, number 41. And his battery mate is Zach Cavazos. There's a bunt is laid down the first baseline by Viscirdis, played by Hemrick, and there's one down in the inning. But Josh Vaughn moves down to second base and gets himself into scoring position with that sac bunt.
The shortstop, number 1, Aiden Callahan.
So here's Aiden Callahan.
Callahan is 5 for 14 so far with a home run.
As he takes a shot.
He's going to drive in Vaughn. Yes, he is. Vaughn comes home to score the first run of the ball game.
So an RBI single for Aiden Callahan makes East Boise 1, Kokomo 0 in the bottom of the first.
That is Aiden Callahan's second RBI of the World Series.
As here's Jacob Randall.
Callahan has scored 4 runs already.
Jacob Randall.
See if East Boise can get something home together here and get him home for a 5th.
There's a crack from Randall, slow roller to Hemrick. Hemrick on to first, gets the out, but it moves Callahan up to second, and another runner in scoring position for East Boise, with Ryan Potter coming to the plate.
Hemrick did a good job of coming off the mound there to field that little chopper down the third baseline, and just got Jake Randall at first there. But Aiden Callahan is now in scoring position with 2 down for Ryan Potter. Potter got a couple of hits last night. Now he's 4 for 10 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. Count is 1-1 to Potter.
Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. So Hemrick looking for his first strikeout of the game. Wouldn't mind having it here. Here's the pitch, and he gets it. Potter goes down swinging, and East Boise's side is retired. However, they do rack up 1 run in that inning as we go into the top of the second with the score: East Boise, Idaho 1, Kokomo, Indiana 0.
So if you agree, have a drink with me, raise your glasses for toast to a little bit of chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I like to see sunrise, see the love in my mama's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. May freedom forever fly. Let it ring. Salute the ones who die, the ones that give their lives so we don't have to sacrifice.
The pitcher, number 41, Nate Hemrick.
His It's the top of the second inning now. Kokomo back up to bat. Starting things off will be Nate Hemrick. Hemrick's 2 for 10 so far, and he's been walked 3 times.
So here's a hit from Hemrick to left field.
A shallow left field pop-up, and the shortstop Aiden Callahan out to make the play.
The catcher, number 32, Zach Cavazos.
So here's Zach Cavazos with 1 out.
Cavazos has yet to get a hit in the World Series, but he has been walked 3 times, and he's scored 2 runs. Vaughn shakes off the sign, gets a pitch he likes, and fires away.
There's back-to-back strikes and Cavazos 0-2. As he grounds this one to third, play all the way from third is Jacob Randall. And Jacob Randall gets the second out of the inning for East Boise.
So 2 up, 2 down to start things off here in the second. And here is Brevin Sanford, the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 15, Brevin Sanford.
I immediately took a liking to this young man due to his very interesting batter's helmet. Had himself a nice game yesterday, hitting a home run. He also had a couple other hits, making him 3 for 9 with a home run, a walk, and a run scored.
So there's a crack back to the mound, going to be played by Callahan on to first. Not going to get there in time.
So a 2-out infield single from Brevin Sanford.
The left fielder, number 5, David Woodbury.
So that'll bring up David Woodbury. Woodbury's still searching for his first hit here in the World Series.
So here's a crack from Woodbury to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for Kokomo, and they have 2 runners on with 2 away.
Little 2-out rally here from Kokomo, Indiana.
So the one to keep this rally going is Luke Cameron. We'll see what he can do against Vaughn.
Luke Cameron.
Cameron hasn't gotten a hit either, but he has been walked 4 times now. So his on-base percentage is pretty good, over 500.
So on the pass ball there, 2 runners will move up for Kokomo, both now in scoring position.
So a real chance here for Kokomo to put some runs on the board. So they've got 2 runners in scoring position. 2 down in the inning, however.
Cameron showing bunt on that one, but it's going to be a ball, 2-0. Big cut there from Cameron, strike 1. So there's a crack on the first baseline. Ben's foul. So a lucky break there for East Boise, Idaho, and now it's a 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Vaughn. Gets in there for a strike, but it's fouled off, and we'll do the count again. This one just missing the corner. Count is now full.
Luke Cameron did a good job of holding up his swing. Looked like he was going to go for it, but checks it back.
There's ball 4, and Luke Cameron goes to first on a base on balls as it's back to the top of the order, Colt Munsey.
That'll fill the bases. Here with 2 outs.
The center fielder,
And Colt
number
Munsey
18,
back up to the
Colt
plate. He
Munsey.
struck out swinging his first time up.
There's
A big cut there. It's 0-1.
this one fouled off from Munsey, and it's going to be 0-2.
Vaughn looking for his 4th strikeout here.
Gets a piece of this one to third, and a force out at third, and let's get out of this inning without giving up a run. So Vaughn and East Boise gets out of a jam here in the top of the second without giving up a run, and it's 1-0 East Boise.
We're back with the bottom of the second inning now.
Second
East
baseman,
Boise,
number 2,
Idaho coming to
Michael
plate.
Brown.
They're leading in this game 1-0 so far. And here to start things off is Mike O'Brien.
So Michael O'Brien back to Hemrick on the mound. Quick play to first. 1 away.
And with that 1-3 put out, it'll make Mike O'Brien 5 for 11, so far. He's got 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored in this World Series. And here's Joe
The first
Sullivan,
baseman,
first
number
baseman.
5, Joe Sullivan.
Sullivan got his first at bat in the last game. Oh no, I'm sorry, he didn't. He did come in to sub in the outfield.
Here Sullivan's down 2 strikes, 0-2. And there's strike 3. And Sullivan goes down on strikes to Hemrick.
So that's Hemrick's first strikeout.
So as Sullivan walks back to the bench, Matt Chambers comes to fill his spot.
The right fielder, number 9, Matt Chambers.
Chambers is 2 for 11 thus far in the World Series. Got a couple of
As
walks.
he gets this one through into right field for a base hit.
Make that 3 for 12.
Hopped right over the bag there. And reaches safely with a 2-out single. As here's Jake
The right
Wojcik.
fielder, number 4, Jake Wojcik.
Wojcik is 2 for 11 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored.
And this one bends inside for a ball, 1-0. There's strike 1.
So 1-1 now to Wojcik.
2-1. This one back to first base. And it's handled by number 15, Brevin Sanford, by himself. So 3 quick outs here for Kokomo, and we go to the top of the third now with it still East Boise 1, Kokomo 0.
The second baseman, number 7, Brian Harding.
So here's Brian Harding, the second man in the lineup for Kokomo, to lead things off in the third. Gets a deep shot here, foul.
Harding had a single his first time up. He ended up getting stranded at third base.
This one up high and outside for a ball, 1-1. So there's a shot to first base, easily played by Sullivan, and there's one away.
The shortstop, number 6, Jack Perkins.
Here's a shortstop, Jack Perkins. This one outside and low for a ball, 1-0.
Perkins struck out looking his first time up. He was the second strikeout victim for Vaughn.
This one fouled to the backstop, 1-1. Swings at that one outside and low, and it's going to be 1-2. So the count now even at 2-2 as here comes the pitch. Outside, and it's going to go to a full count. Here's a big pop-up from Perkins, easily handled by Callahan at short.
That
And
one was hit hard with sky high. And there's 2 down in the inning here as Callahan makes the put out.
Third baseman, number 3, Noah Herlock.
So here is Noah Herlock. Herlock struck out swinging to end the first inning.
there's strike 1 to Herlock. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So now Vaughn just 1 strike away from recording his 4th strikeout. And he'll get it. And East Boise heads back to the dugout with their heads held high as they're able to survive 3 innings without putting Kokomo on the board. East Boise 1, Kokomo 0.
The pitcher, number 12, Josh Vaughn.
Here is Josh Vaughn. Vaughn singled and scored the only run of the ball game back in the first inning. As he watches a strike there. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hemrick. And Vaughn hits a sharp grounder over to shortstop, fielded by Perkins and thrown on to first for the out. So with the wild thing put away, here's Thomas Viskirtis,
Number 11,
the center fielder for
Thomas
East Boise.
Viskirtis.
Viskirtis laid down a sac bunt in the first inning, moving Vaughn up into short scoring position where he could get knocked in by Aiden Callahan, who's on deck. So the small ball paid off for East Boise in the first inning. Let's see if Viskirtis can get something going again. He shows bunt, but can't get it, and that'll be a strike.
So it's 0-2 now to Thomas Vizgirdis. Vizgirdis gets a piece of it and fouls it off to the left. The 0-2 pitch from Hemrick.
No, you wanted to check to see if he went around. Put far enough around.
Right. You're going to make a call first,
As here's the pitch from Hemrick. Ball outside and low. Hemrick looking for his third strikeout on the day. And he'll have to get one more strike as it's a 1-2 count. And he gets him swinging, and there it is. His third strikeout of the day, and now there's 2 away for East Boise, Idaho.
Aiden Callahan, third baseman, or sorry, the shortstop. He
The
usually
shortstop,
plays third
number
base
one,
for East Boise,
Aiden
but
Callahan.
moving over to short tonight. He had a single, an RBI single in the first inning, knocking in Josh Vaughn from second base. Watches the ball there.
And there's a ball, 2-0 to Callahan. This one inside and at his feet. 3 straight balls to Callahan. Swings at that one, 3-1. Swings at that one, and now it's a full count. So Hemrick battling back here against Callahan. Back to a 3-2 count, and a chance to get Kokomo out of this inning. He check swings. They're going to check the swing. And I guess he went around.
They want an appeal from the first base umpire, but the home plate umpire is the crew chief. He made the call, and that'll be a strikeout. Aiden Callahan goes down, and it's 1-2-3 for East Boise. Kokomo coming back up to the plate in the top of the fourth.
The pitcher, number 41, Nate Hemrick.
It's the top of the fourth inning now, and Nate Hemrick is coming up to start things off for Kokomo, Indiana. Score is 1-0 East Boise over Kokomo, and that one almost hits Hemrick, but he skips out of the way, and it'll go for a ball.
Hemrick finds contact here and gets a leadoff single in the right. So a nice start for Kokomo as they got their tying run on with no outs. As here's Zach Cavazos. On deck is Brevin Sanford, and in the hole is David Woodbury.
Cavazos grounded out to third base his first time to the plate.
There's strike one to Cavazos. Showing bunt. This one outside for a ball.
Pulled it back in time to get the ball.
So here comes the 1-1 pitch from Vaughn as he shows bunt again. This one he pops it up and foul.
A nice job of Ryan Potter to almost make the catch on that one. Diving out behind home plate there. But couldn't get a hold of it, and it'll go for a foul ball, 1-2.
This one inside for a ball. Pretty close call. Vaughn looked like he wanted the strike, but instead he'll get a 2-2 count. Fouls this one to the backstop to stay alive.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Vaughn. It'll go wide for a ball. Full count now to Cavazos. And that one runs inside and hits Cavazos. So first base awarded, and Nate Hemrick moves into scoring position.
First baseman, number 15, Brevin Sanford.
And now Brevin Sanford steps up to the plate with 2 runners on and nobody out. Sanford hit a single in the second inning, and was stranded at third base.
Doesn't chase that one high, it's going to be a ball. Time is called.
Manager is out for East Boise to have conference with his infield. Make sure they all know what they're doing as they deal with this 2-runner on, nobody out situation here in the top of the 4th. Brevin Sanford steps up to the plate to face his 1-0 pitch.
So there's a crack from Sanford to short. Callan a second for one and a first. Not in time, so they get 1 out. As Hemrick moves on to third and is just 60 feet away from tying this ball game up. As Sanford stands on first with a fielder's choice for David Woodbury.
The left fielder, number 5, David Woodbury.
Woodbury had a single in the first inning. Was raised on a fielder's choice to end. It was the second inning, and it was raised on a fielder's choice to end that inning. As Brevin Sanford takes second on the pitch, the throw to second, and Hemrick comes home, and he's safe as he gets under the tag. That'll tie the game up at 1 apiece. So Nate Hemrick steals home, and it's a tie ball game.
Here's a check swing. It's foul.
A little confusion as Woodbury didn't realize it was foul. Sanford stays at third base for a little while. Woodbury over at first until the umpires call him back to the plate to face an 0-2 pitch. Woodbury thought he had himself an infield single, but the ball rolled foul on the third baseline.
So now it's an 0-2 count. This one outside, Sanford.
Sanford took a big lead off a second after the pitch there. He was almost halfway to third base. Of course, they're not allowed to leave the base until the ball is in the catcher's mitt. Or until it reaches the plate. So slightly before it gets to the mitt.
So a 2-2 count now from Vaughn. Trying to retire David Woodbury. Finds contact here, pops this one in shallow left, easily handled by the third baseman Jacob Randall. And there's 2 outs for Luke Cameron.
The right fielder, number 11, Luke Cameron.
Cameron drew a walk in the second inning. So he has yet to record an at-bat in the game. Still 0 for 0. Fouls one back at the backstop, and it's 0-1 on the count.
So here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one bouncing in front of the plate. Sanford quickly on to third safely. Let the Jets show there as he just zooms his way over to third.
Well, Sanford can do it all.
So now just 60 feet away from the go-ahead run. And a big clutch single would really get this Kokomo crowd into the game.
A number of Winchester, Massachusetts fans that have adopted Kokomo as their team to cheer for, joining in on the UCT chants that the Kokomo fans have been known to do. UCT standing for United Company Travelers, I believe, which is the name of their stadium back in Kokomo.
So here's a 2-1 count. And a called strike. So it's actually a full count now after that strike. As this one just missing. So Cameron will walk down to first. And there's runners at the corners for Colt Munsey.
The center
Muncy is
fielder,
0
number
for 2
18,
so far
Colt
today.
Muncy.
He struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice.
Watches ball one. And a pump at home, and Sanford's in a pickle. Play at the plate, and he's gone! Excellent defense there from East Boise, Idaho. As Sanford can't slide underneath the tag, but they do get 1 run in the inning, and it's all tied up going to the bottom of the 4th. So here's Jacob Randall to lead things off for East Boise here in the bottom half of the fourth.
We have a defensive substitution for Kokomo as Randall takes the first pitch he sees and grounds it to the pitcher. Number 2,
catcher,
Dakota
number
Richardson
14, Ryan
is in
Potter.
to play left field in place of David Woodbury for Kokomo.
So here's the cleanup batter in the lineup. Or excuse me, that was the cleanup batter. Here's Ryan Potter, who's in the 5 spot.
5-hitter. Potter struck out swinging to end the first inning. Takes the ball inside.
So 2-0. Finds contact here to right, but it's going to be foul.
That one got out of play pretty quickly, so Potter will return to the plate. It's 2-1 now.
This one low, just underneath the knees, and it's 3-1.
So a hitter's count now for Ryan Potter. 3 balls, 1 strike, and it's in there, right at the corner. Full count now.
And this one almost hits him, and he's going to go jog down to first for the first runner in this inning for East Boise.
That'll bring Mike O'Brien
Second
to the
baseman,
plate.
number 2, Mike
O'Brien grounded
O'Brien.
out the pitcher in the second inning.
This one on the inside part of the plate, strike 1. Outside and high, and it evens it up at 1 apiece. So here's a crack to short, and they're going to only get the out at second as it's just a little too hot for Jack Perkins.
Now that ball came in hard to Perkins, and he bobbled it a little bit, but he stayed with it and got the force out at second base.
The first baseman, number
At least they
5,
got
Joe
something out of the play.
Sullivan.
So here's Joe Sullivan. This one on the outside corner for strike 1.
Sullivan struck out looking in the second inning.
This one gets away, and on the second goes O'Brien. The throw down is going to get him there in time. So a big out there from Zach Kavassis to his second baseman. And we go to the top of the 5th. It's still 1 apiece.
Changes for East Boise, ladies and gentlemen. Now playing shortstop, number 12, Josh Vaughn. Now playing first base, number 11, Thomas Visgertis. Now pitching for East Boise, number 1, Austin Callahan. Now playing left field, number 3, Zach Zenner. And now playing center field, number 4, Jake Wojcik. Now batting for Kokomo, the pitcher, the center fielder, Colt Muncie, number 18.
It's the top half of the 5th inning. Kokomo, Indiana at the plate. And leading things off will be Colt Muncie, who is 0 for 2 in the game. He was at the plate when Brevin Sanford was thrown out trying to steal home, and he grounds out to the pitcher here. So 1 down in the inning. We have a number of defensive changes for the East Boise team, as Aiden Callahan is in to pitch. And moving over
Second
to
baseman,
shortstop
number 7,
is Josh
Brian
Vaughn.
Harding.
Number 3, Zach Zenner, is in the ball game playing left field, as another ground out to the pitcher there from Brian Harding.
2 pitches, 2 strikes, and 2 groundouts to Callahan.
Number 6,
And it's
Jack
might be a
Perkins.
quick inning for East Boise.
So Zenner is in left field, and Jake Wojcik moves over from left to center field, as Thomas Visgertis takes the vacant spot at first base, moving from center.
So this one finds its way into Jack Perkins, excuse me.
Perkins is over 2 thus far in the ball game.
Swings at that one that was in the dirt, 0-2. So Callahan so far doing an excellent job as a relief pitcher for Josh Wild Thing Vaughn.
Vaughn going the first 4 innings of the ball game. He gave up 1 run on 3 hits and recorded 3 strikeouts, so a pretty good game for Vaughn.
So once again, here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one in the dirt for the first ball from Callahan today. And Perkins swings and misses. So a 1-2-3 inning for Aiden Callahan in East Boise. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-1.
The left fielder, number 3, Zach Zenner.
It is the bottom of the 5th inning with East Boise at the plate. Zach Zenner is leading things off here. He came in to sub in left field last inning, so he will replace Joe Sullivan, who was at the plate when Mike O'Brien was thrown out trying to steal second base.
He goes around on that check swing, and it's 1-1. So it'll be Zenner, Chambers, and Wojcik here for East Boise in the bottom of the fifth.
So this is Zenner's first at-bat of the game. He had an RBI single in last night's win against El Dorado, Arkansas.
So here's a chopper right back to Hemrick off of his glove. Going to be played by Perkins on the first. Gets there in time.
That was a great play from Jack Perkins as he barehanded the deflection off of Nate Hemrick's glove and threw it onto first in one fluid motion. Hemrick points out to Jack Perkins, letting him know he appreciates that kind of a defense behind him.
So a correction to Jeremy's last comment about East Boise playing El Dorado. They actually played Winchester, Massachusetts last night.
Oh, that's right. They did. It was Kokomo that played El Dorado yesterday.
So Zach Zinner gets that RBI single in the Winchester game as a nice single here from Matt Chambers. As here's the 9-man, Jake Wojcik, who moved to center field last inning.
The East Boise fans are chanting, "Fear the Wolf."
I'm going to assume that's their mascot, Jeremy.
Yeah, they're East Boise Wolves.
Indeed, the name of their team back home is the East Boise Wolves.
So after Wojcik, it's Josh Vaughn, who's at the start of the order for East Boise, as Wojcik watches the ball 1-1. This one gets away from Kavassis, and on to second goes Chambers as he slides in safely. And now the go-ahead run for East Boise is standing on second with one away. This one high, and it's 3-1, a hitter's count for Wojcik. And this one's inside. Wojcik thought he had himself a free base, but instead he's going to face a full count from Hemrick.
The payoff pitch from Hemrick is swung on by Wojcik and chopped over to second base. And Sanford gets the ball at first, fires over to third, trying to get Chambers as Chambers advances over to third, sliding in safely.
So now a chance for Josh Vaughn
12, Josh Vaughn.
to get himself, as well as East Boise, a run batted in, and to take the lead over Kokomo.
Vaughn is 1 for 3 on the day. He hit a single in the first inning and scored East Boise's only run.
So a ball there to Vaughn, 1-0 to start things off in this count. This one a called strike inside. And it's 1-1. This one gets away from Kavassis. Chambers thought about going, but decided against it and played it safe, and he stays on third. 2-1 to Vaughn. Ball 3-1 to Vaughn. So if Vaughn gets on base, Thomas Vizgurdis is on deck. As Vaughn cracks this one into right, and it looks like East Boise Idaho is going to go up top on this one in the bottom of the 5th with an RBI single from Josh Vaughn.
And the wild thing does it again. He scored the first run. Here he is knocking in the second one, and East Boise's on top. 2-1.
I think if Brian Harding was just 2 inches taller,
Thomas
that
Visgurdis.
would have been a nice play. But just over the glove, and Vaughn's on with an RBI single.
He did time that jump very nicely, but just out of his reach.
So here's Thomas Visgurdis going to try to possibly bring around Vaughn. Even though he's all the way from first, he is pretty fast.
Visgurdis is 0 for 1 in the game with a sacked bunt in the first. Fouls that one off hard into the area, into the general area of the fans. Couldn't see from this angle quite where it went, but I hope no one was hurt.
Almost took out the cameraman down there on the visitors' dugout. So back to the game. It's an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Hemrick trying to get out of this one. As here's the pitch. And this one inside. And Vaughn stands up on second with a stolen base and a pass ball. So it's 1-2 to Thomas Visgurdis. And he'll stay alive, foul this one down to the plate. And we'll play the 1-2 count again. Visgurdis gets a good crack of the bat on that one, but off to the left foul. And he'll dig in to do the 1-2 count again. And this one just missing.
That looked like Hemrick had his
And
fifth strikeout
Hemrick
there.
can't believe that call as he walks around on the outside the mound.
It was very close, but just off the plate, and the count is 2-2.
As this one's fouled back. 2-2. And this one's inside for ball 3.
Hemrick again can't believe it, but this one was not quite as close as the other one that was called a ball.
As Visgurdis lines out to third baseman Noah Herlock. So after a hard-fought battle between Visgurdis and Hemrick, it's finally over. But we're going to the top of the 6th with a different score now. This time East Boise on top and a chance to finish things off and advance in the playoffs.
So we are back with what may be the final inning of this game. Kokomo, Indiana, up to bat against a 2-1 deficit against East Boise. So if they can't score a run here, they will lose this game and be eliminated from the playoffs.
And then East Boise would advance to play Burlington, Massachusetts tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
No, that would be Burlington has a playoff game later on tonight.
So here's a big shot from Herlock, and it's going to be tied up. We're going to at least go to the bottom of the 6th. So a nice leadoff solo shot from Herlock, and Kokomo's not out yet.
The pitcher, number 41, Nate Hemrick.
So Noah Herlock's solo shot keeps Kokomo in it, tying this game back up at 2 apiece. So here's Nate Hemrick.
Hemrick is 1 for 2 on the day. He's scored the first run for Kokomo in the 4th inning after reaching base on a single.
But he's down 2 strikes now to Aiden Callahan. Hemrick awfully quiet in this tournament, but now is a good time for him to get loud. And he stays alive as this one was inside, but he fouls it off. And Callahan gets him swinging upstairs, 1 away. So an unlucky break there for Hemrick as he'll walk back to the dugout, and here's Zach Cavazos.
Number 32, Zach Cavazos.
Cavazos is 0 for 1, but he was hit by a pitch in the 4th.
Tries to get him chasing upstairs, and it's a ball. 1-0. There's a called strike at the knees. This one gets through into right field for a 1-out single. So Cavazos is on board as the go-ahead run here in the top of the 6th with Brevin Sanford at the plate.
Sanford is 1 for 2 so far. He had a single in the 2nd and reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. He was caught trying to steal home to end the 4th.
Big cut there from Sanford, and he's down 0-1. This one in there for strike 2. So Callahan doing an excellent job keeping his composure as he faced these batters after giving up that solo shot. As here's the 0-2. Gets Sanford swinging inside, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. As here comes in his first at bat, Dakota Richardson.
That was the 3rd strikeout of the game already for Aiden Callahan. He got Jack Perkins to end last inning.
This one outside, ball 1. This one at eye level, and it's going to be ball 2.
Richardson is the shortest member of the Kokomo team and doesn't make much of a strike zone.
So 2-1 as Richardson gets caught swinging there. 2-1. As he gets a piece of this one, fouls it up to the top of the backstop, and now Callahan has a chance to get out of this with it evened up at 2-all. So here comes the 2-2 delivery from Aiden Callahan. Ball 3. So another pitch is coming Dakota Richardson's way as Luke Cameron waits on deck. And there's strike 3, and Callahan walks off the mound. He did give up a solo shot, so we're going to have to go to the bottom of the 6th with it all tied up, 2 apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some changes for Kokomo. Now playing third base, number 18, Colt Muncie. Now pitching, number 6, Jack Perkins. Now playing shortstop, number 3, Noah Herlock. Now playing center field, number 41, Nate Hemrick. And now batting for East Boise, the pitcher, number 1, Aiden Callahan.
It's the bottom half of the 6th inning now. East Boise up as Aiden Callahan steps up to the plate for the 3rd time today. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the 1st. There are some defensive changes for Kokomo, Indiana, as Jack Perkins takes the mound. Aiden Callahan sends a high pop-up just in foul territory down the first baseline, but Brevin Sanford is there for the play. And there's one down in the inning.
The third baseman, number 51, Jacob Randall.
So here's Jacob Randall.
Taking over at shortstop for Perkins is Noah Herlock, who started the game at third base. And Colt Muncie moves in from center field to take third. Nate Hemrick, the game's starting pitcher, went out to center field.
So it's 0-1 here to Jacob Randall. Finds contact here a little late, and it's 0-2. If this game goes into extra innings, it'll be the first game in this whole tournament that has seen extra innings.
We've had a couple that have come close. One even making it to the bottom of the 6th inning with a tie score. But Winchester, Massachusetts won that game against Boston, Virginia with a walk-off home run from Michael Yaren.
So we'll see if Ryan Potter can get this game over for East Boise. As he swings really late on that one for strike one. This one inside, 1-1. So on deck is Mike O'Brien, and in the hole, Zach Zenner for East Boise. Oh, and this one bangs off the helmet.
So Potter is hit by that pitch, and he'll take first base. Seems a little bit shaken up after taking that pitch to the helmet, and he will come out of the game.
And in comes Daeyoung Kim as a pinch runner.
Now running for Potter, number 56, Daeyoung Kim.
So here's Mike O'Brien, with Daeyoung Kim representing the winning run for East Boise. This one high at the eyes, ball one.
Mike O'Brien.
So 1-0 to Mike O'Brien. Gets a piece of it into right field, and it's going to get all the way to the fence. Daeyoung Kim rounding second.
He's digging in for third hard, but he will stop there. Holding up just as he gets there, and Mike O'Brien slides into second with a double.
So
That
here it is.
Mike O'Brien's third double of the tournament.
So here it is. Zach Zenner going to come up to bat for East Boise with the game-winning run on third.
Manager for Kokomo, Jason Herlock, is out to the mound to consult with his infield. Make sure everybody's focused as they face this tough jam here. They do have 2 outs in the inning.
I'll tell you, Jeremy, my heart's racing right now for East Boise.
Zach Zenner.
Especially for Zach Zenner. This is a very clutch situation for Zach.
Zach Zenner did have an RBI single last night.
The question is, can he come up big now? As he sees strike one. If Zenner managed to reach first on a walk, it'll be up to Matt Chambers, who waits on deck to see what happens. So here's the 0-1. Fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Definitely not the count you want to be in if you're an East Boise fan, but we'll see what Zenner can do with it. And there's strike three. Zenner can't believe that call, but Perkins gets out of a huge jam and doesn't give up a run, so we're going to extra innings. Top of the 7th coming up. Kokomo 2, East Boise 2.
Ryan Potter is re-into the game as catcher for East Boise.
Here is the goal. Back with the bass. Pajamas live in effect, and I don't waste time. Off the mic with a dope
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Luke Cameron.
So Luke Cameron to lead things off in the top of the 7th. Watches one inside, almost hitting him. As that's ball 1. This one right down the pipe. Cameron wanted a piece of that one, but too late now as it's a 1-1 count. Swings late on that one, and it's 1-2.
Cameron has walked twice in this inning. I guess he doesn't want to get walked again, so he came out swinging. Not at that one, though, as it bounces in the dirt.
Here's the 2-2 delivery. And that one looked like it had the inside part of the plate, but it must have just been inside. As it's 3-2.
This is the third time that Luke Cameron has been at a 3-2 count.
As he fouls a piece off there, and it's going to remain a full count.
And the good eye from Luke Cameron as he draws his third walk of the game. Appeal down to first on the swing. And the umpire makes no motion. They're requesting it. Oh. So it's no swing.
So the go-ahead run for Kokomo is on first.
Number 18, Colt Muncy.
As they're back to the top of the order, here's Colt Muncy.
Muncy
Showing bunt, as he'll bunt this one. Pop up, nice diving play by the pitcher, Aiden Callahan.
That was a great play from Aiden Callahan. He got off the mound in a hurry and just managed to snag that popped up bunt. So Colt Muncy with
So here's
another
Brian
out,
Harding.
and it's one down with a runner on first.
So
Harding's
second
one for
baseman, number 7,
3
Brian
so far
Harding.
in the game.
This one high and off to second. Booking it is Luke Cameron. And this one's thrown by Callahan, and it's over into center field. They're going to send Cameron around from third to throw at the plate. And he's out. He got the tag.
Cameron tried to dive over the tag, and it looks like he might have injured himself on the play as he is clutching his back behind home plate here. Is lying on the ground there. Manager Jason Herlock over to check on his player.
So what could have turned into a disastrous event for East Boise turns out to actually go in their favor as they get Cameron out at home. And now there's 2 outs with nobody on. So what a change of events here in the top of the 7th.
Yep, they had a tough defensive play there as there was a wild pitch and an error as the ball ended up in center field, but Luke Cameron tried to take a bit too much. Having already gotten the 2 free bases, he tried to come all the way around to score and was gunned down at the plate.
So now he's facing Brian Harding, who after that foul tip gets himself into a 2-2 count, and Callahan could get out of quite the inning with just one more pitch. So here comes the toss from Callahan. And it's going to move on to a 3-2 count. On deck waits a dangerous hitter, Jack Perkins. So if you're
Perkins had 2 home runs in last night's ball game. So if he gets up, he could be a threat to hit another one now.
So still stuck in a full count is Brian Harding as Callahan kicks and deals. And there's ball 4, and Harding's on. To face Jack Perkins is Aiden Callahan.
The pitcher, number 6.
He hasn't
Jack
been so
Perkins.
lucky at the plate today, striking out twice.
He also popped up to shortstop. He does have 6 hits in the World Series, including those 2 home runs.
He fouls this one back, and he's down 0-1 to start this at bat.
He also leads the team with 7 RBIs. Noah Herlock just behind him, picking up his 6th RBI with the solo home run in the 6th inning that tied the ball game at 2.
So 1-1 to Perkins. As this one's popped straight up in foul territory. And he's got 2 strikes on the hot hitter, Perkins.
Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes as Jack Perkins steps back into the batter's box.
As there's a big hit, and then he gets a 2-strike hit into the gap. They're gonna
hold at third base. Brian Harding throwing on the brakes as he gets to third, and it'll be a 2-out double for Jack Perkins.
Shortstop, number 3, Noah Herlock.
So here's somebody you definitely don't want to face. And that's Noah Herlock.
Herlock, of course, hitting a home run off Callahan last inning. That was his 3rd one of the tournament.
This one fouled straight back. So the go-ahead run obviously 60 feet away. And the support run 120 feet away. This one outside, missing, 1-1. For Callahan right now, you just got to keep things under control and try not to get too wild. This one fouled off Potter's mask, and he's down 2 strikes.
A wild pitch here would be pretty disastrous for East Boise, as Brian Harding has pretty good speed. Harding standing at third base.
So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Callahan. And time is called by Herlock. Maybe to ice Callahan. So here's the 1-2. Big hit here from Herlock. Has some carry to it to right field. And it's gone!
A go-ahead 3-run homer for Noah Herlock. And that's 4 RBIs in the ballgame for him so far, as he's hit a home run in each of the last 2 innings. Points to the sky as he touches home, and all of his teammates congratulate him. Kokomo's on top 5-2.
So a rough outing if you're Aiden Callahan. But his teammates are definitely behind him, as they're going to try to fight their way out of this inning now, as they will have a shot to score 3 runs to keep it going and 4 to win as of right now. as the bottom of the 7th inning will happen.
Callahan seems to be upset with himself, having allowed that to happen. He, of course, was not happy with the umpires in that inning, as he had a lot of close pitches that he thought he had. It didn't go his way. And now he will come out of the ball game as Jacob Randall comes in to pitch. Randall moving over from third base. That has been Callahan's normal position, but he will not be taking it up here as number 10, Sam Barnes, comes into the ball game.
So we're going to let Jacob Randall warm up a little bit, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Now pitching for East Boise, number 51, Jacob Randall. Now playing third base for East Boise, number 10, Sam Barnes. Now batting for Kokomo, the center fielder, number 41, Nate Hemrick.
So here's Nate Hemrick to maybe deal some more damage for Kokomo here in the top of the 7th as he sees ball 1.
Hemrick is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run scored.
So here's a cracker up the middle. It's going to get through for a single.
So 2 for 4 now for Hemrick.
So Hemrick will stand on first as Zach Cavazos, the catcher, comes up to bat.
Cavazos is 1 for 2. He had a single last inning. He was also hit by a pitch in the 4th. He grounded out his first time up in the 2nd.
There's a ball.
32, Zach Cavazos.
This one inside, ball 2.
Yeah, except that I thought he was dropping off Chiefs. He dropped off Stampede.
Ball 3.
Should Cavazos reach, Brevin Sanford will come in to face Jacob Randall.
And 4 straight balls to Cavazos, and there are 2 runners on.
That's the 3rd time that Cavazos has been on base today.
The first baseman, number 15, Brevin Sanford.
And now Brevin Sanford in. He is 1 for 3 on the day.
Swings at that pitch, and it's strike 1. Ball 1 is Hemrick going to go to third, no throw, and Cavazos moves up to second.
So with that wild pitch, there are 2 runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. That's a bit high, 2-1 now to Sanford.
Gets a crack at this one, played by Vaughn at short, over to first. Hard throw, he stays on the bag though for the 3rd and final out, but Noah Herlock, a 3-run jack to right field, and Kokomo's on top by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. So Matt Chambers will lead things off here, followed by Jake Wojcik and Josh Vaughn here in the bottom of the 7th.
East Boise needs to overcome a 3-run deficit to stay alive here at the Cal Ripken World Series.
Big hit here as it grounder to second. From his knees, number 7, Brian Harding with a nice play, and there's one away for Kokomo.
The center fielder, number 4, Jake Wojcik.
So here's Jake Wojcik going to try to work his magic here against Perkins.
Wojcik 0 for 2 so far.
See strike 1.
By the way, that was the first time that Matt Chambers has been retired today. He had a pair of singles prior to that bat. As Wojcik waves at that one, and there's strike 2.
So here's the 0-2 to Wojcik. And this one curves in there low. Nice eye from Wojcik to lay off that one. So that looked like a very tempting pitch to swing at.
Tough one to lay off of with an 0-2 count, but Wojcik had a nice eye.
So a 1-2 count, one away. Jake Wojcik. And this one gets away from Perkins. And the count is evened up at 2-2. And there's strike 3, and Wojcik goes down looking. And now Kokomo, Indiana is 1 out away from moving to the semifinals.
And the batter that it all rests on now is Josh the Wild Thing Vaughn. Vaughn is 1 for 3 on the day. He hit a single in the first inning, scored East Boise's first run, and then had another single in the 5th, which drove in their second run. So he's been heavily involved in the offense so far today for East Boise. Hopefully he can do it again as he fouls off the first pitch into the backstop. That ball skipping in the dirt. Vaughn doesn't bite, and it's 1-1. Hard cut there from Vaughn. Gets a piece of it, but fouls it off.
And Perkins is 1 strike away. 1-2 to Josh Vaughn. Here comes the pitch. And Vaughn ducking away from that one, and it's evened up at 2-2.
Vaughn needs to protect the plate here. Maybe foul off a couple pitches until he can get something to work with. And he watches that one go just off the outside corner for ball 3. The count is full now to Vaughn.
So if Vaughn is able to get on base after this pitch, Thomas Fitzgerald will take his spot. But here comes the 3-2 pitch from Perkins.
And it's in the dirt.
So East Boise's still alive in this game as Vaughn taking second.
No throw from Perkins. And Vaughn is at second base, taking a base that he shouldn't have had.
As here's Thomas Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald 0 for 2 so far today.
So Viscurtis up, Aiden Callahan on deck.
First baseman, number 11.
Aiden Callahan
Thomas
representing the tying
Viscurtis.
run. If he is able to bat. And this is a ball inside and low.
Perkins has pitched quite often in the tournament. He's been sort of a go-to guy for Kokomo, Indiana. As here's a little chopper to shortstop, and it can't be handled there by the shortstop, Noah Herlock. And Viscurtis is on first base. Josh Vaughn moving into third base. And Aiden Callahan will indeed come up to the plate.
But we actually have a pinch hitter. Sam Barnes will step in Aiden Callahan's spot.
Sam Barnes came into Aiden's spot to take third base last inning.
Correction, Aiden Callahan.
And it will indeed be Callahan to represent the tying run for East Boise.
So Callahan a rough inning on the mound. We'll see what he can do at the plate.
Re-entering the game and hitting for Barnes, number 1, Aiden Callahan.
Callahan 1 for 3 so
So
far.
Callahan with a rip and a right. So in comes one run. On to third goes Viscurtis. And now we have a 2-run ball game with 2 outs. So Callahan has nothing to be sad about as he leaves the stadium today, as he just got himself an RBI.
And the East Boise Wolves are still alive here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
So 2 outs as here's Jacob Randall. Another contact hitter. If he gets a piece of it, it very well could be over the fence. But the question is, can he get a piece of it?
Well, the East Boise team certainly hopes he can. Randall's been fairly hot in the tournament, but he hasn't had a hit here today.
So not over yet, as it's a 5-3 ball game and the winning run for East Boise is at the plate.
First pitch from Perkins is swung on and fouled off to the right. That had the distance, but wasn't straight enough to win the ball game.
So a lot of pressure here on Jacob Randall as he has a 1 strike on him. Doesn't chase on that one, and it's 1-1. So after this game, it'll be another game between Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Visalia, California. But more importantly, this game.
And that one is low. Randall checks his swing, and the count is 2-1.
So if Randall does not score the game-winning run but gets on base, Ryan Potter will come up to bat. As there's ball 3, 3-1 to Jacob Randall.
And Perkins thought he had that one, jumping up and down in disbelief after it fell in for a ball. So the hitters count to the winning run, and it's up the middle. And another run comes in for East Boise. Callahan up to second, and it's a 5-4 ball game.
So it just keeps getting closer and closer as here's Ryan Potter. But isn't that what playoffs are about?
The catcher, number 14, Ryan Potter.
So a 5-4 ball game. Perkins on the mound, getting a little frustrated.
Well, he came in with a 3-run lead, and with 2 outs, he led East Boise back into this ball game. Randall and Callahan are having a conference over at second base.
So it looks like they're going to stick with Perkins on this one. As hopefully coach was able to calm his nerves as he prepares to face Ryan Potter. There's strike one to Potter. Potter shaking his head no, but he's got to stay focused.
Well, that was a great pitch from Perkins to start off this at bat, right at the knees on the outside corner, and that one is up over the head of Potter and gets away from the catcher, Zach Kavassis, but not far enough for Aiden Callahan to think about moving down to third.
There's a ball, 2-1. So in the on deck circle right now is Mike O'Brien, waiting to see what happens. As there's ball 3, 3-1.
Perkins upset again, but that ball was clearly pretty high.
So a 3-1 count. Got to shake off the nerves to pitch again to Potter. Perkins sets, kicks, deals, and Potter stays alive and fouls this one to the dugout, and it's 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. Kokomo 1 out away from moving on. With the tying run right behind him, Perkins sets in the pitching stance. Drops the glove down, kicks, deals. And Potter stays alive, fouls it back.
So we'll do another 3-2 pitch. And Ryan Potter has had himself quite an at-bat here against Jack Perkins.
And he got a swing
and a miss! And the game is over. Kokomo wins it. Ryan Potter down on strikes, and East Boise is out of the tournament. Kokomo moving on. And what an inning that was, as East Boise looking like they were going to at least tie the ball game, maybe come back and win it all with that huge 2-out rally. But Perkins able to fend them off and save the lead and send Kokomo into the next round of the tournament.
Yeah, both hard-fought game on both sides. It was neck and neck throughout. Noah Herlock blew it open with that 3-run shot to right field. But East Boise clearly did not want to go home just yet. A good hard-fought battle in the bottom of the 7th, but they just can't reach Kokomo's lead and fall short.
So a big 3-run home run from Noah Herlock wins the game for Kokomo. And the teams will line up on the baselines to await the Ron Tullifson Player of the
Ladies
Game.
and gentlemen, the Ron Tullifson Player of the Game Award
Each
is given
team
in
has
recognition of
one
Babe
player
Ruth's
given the
late
award
president
in
and
commemoration
CEO,
of Ron Tullifson, late
His
president and
commitment to our
CEO
nation's
of
youth
Babe
was
Ruth
unsurpassed.
Baseball.
His primary objective was that every child have the opportunity to play in this great game. The Ron Tullifson Players of the Game for this afternoon's game are, from East Boise, Josh Vaughn.
So the Wild Thing wins the Tullifson Player of the Game award with 2 hits, a walk, and 2 runs
And from
scored. He also
Kokomo,
had an RBI and pitched a
Noah
great
Herlock.
ball game for the first 4 innings for East Boise. And Noah Herlock,
Congratulations to these outstanding players.
with his 2 home runs and 4 RBIs, wins the award for Kokomo.
Well, you got to give it to East Boise. They gave it their all. They came all the way out here, were able to even make it to the playoffs. It's definitely quite the feat.
Well, it was a great pool of teams that came here to Winchester, Massachusetts. East Boise winning the tournament for the Pacific Northwest region. So already champions before they even got here. and managed to advance through pool play into the second round of the tournament. So a great journey for the East Boise Wolves as they made it out to Massachusetts and came within a run of tying this ball game and keeping themselves alive,
but instead
not quite able to do it, and instead it's Kokomo.
And Kokomo also playing a great game, a better game than East Boise. Here in game 21 of this Cal Ripken World Series, and they'll be going on to face Burlington, Massachusetts in the semifinals tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be able to join us then.
We have another game going tonight, though.
Definitely, underneath the lights.
As Visalia is set to face off against Grand Forks, North Dakota. So hope you'll join us for that one. This has been a WinCam production as the Cal Ripken World Series comes to you live from the Robert J. Newtile Field in Winchester, Massachusetts. I'm Jeremy Dunn.
And I'm Peter Caligari.
And thank you for watching.